This one mindset shift finally helped me break that $10,000 mark with my business, and in this video I'll break down exactly what that mindset shift was so that you can apply it into your own business and scale your own agency. So you see, for years I was stuck below $10,000 a month. Every guru, every person online claims hit the $10,000 a month, it'll change your life. But for years I chased this $10,000 a month and I was never actually able to achieve it until I had this one mindset shift, which allowed me to break that barrier and scale way beyond that. So what exactly was it? I'm not gonna waste any of your time, but I'll be honest with you, it's probably something you already know. It's nothing that you need to reinvent the wheel on. It's shit that you've already heard on. Is this something that you need to actually act on? So the exact mindset shift that you need, or the tip for you here, is simply going all in. Now what do I mean by going all in? Going all in means focusing full time on your agency. This can mean dropping out of school. This can mean quitting your 9 to 5. This can mean foregoing all parties and fun events for a while so that you can scale your agency and finally have something that can bring you abundance of wealth. You see, for me personally, when I first started my agency, I was still in college. I was still working a 9 to 5. I was still going out partying, taking drugs, and doing all this other bullshit. And part-time, I was running my agency, and a part of me, I'm not gonna lie, a part of me felt like I was better than other people because I was like, oh, I might be going to these parties, or I might be at my job, or I might be in college, or I might be doing this, but I wasn't all in. And that's the simple truth. I made very, very minimal progress because I didn't burn any bridges, I didn't burn any boats. I kept all of my other options alive so that, oh, maybe if this goes wrong, I can always go back to it. This might be the safer move, but I think this is the wrong move. I don't think you need to do this. Now, I'm not saying you go out there and be financially irresponsible or buy stupid shit or, do dumb things. But what I am saying is do stuff like save enough money so that you're good for the next 3 to 6 months or 2 months even, and then just say fuck it. Say fuck your job and just go all in. Go all in on your product and give yourself at least 1 to 2 months of consistency, literally 30 to 60 days of consistency where you wake up every single day and this is the only thing you're focused on and you go all in on it, and you'll see the amount of results that you'll get in that short period of time because you won't be distracted by other things. You won't be distracted by your job, you won't be distracted by school, you won't be distracted by your friends. You'll have the capabilities to really flourish your own business because that's the only thing that'll be on your mind. And on top of this, if you do decide to drop out, if you do decide to quit your job, if you do decide to do any of those major things or have that or go all in, what'll end up happening is your back will be against the wall. And I promise you, every single time your back is against the wall and you try your very hardest, I mean you wake up every single day and you go absolutely all in and you try your absolute hardest, you will succeed. There's no way you don't. Because when your back is against the wall and you have no other option but to succeed, you will just fucking figure out a way to make it happen. I promise you, if you try your hardest and you're back against the wall, you will succeed. It's so simple. For example, I remember for the longest time I wanted to drop out of college, but I was very scared to do so. And some of you might be in the same position now. Some of you might be starting your own agency. Some of you might be trying to make something out of yourself, but you're still in college, you're still going to these morning classes or whatever it may be. And maybe you signed a client. Congratulations. But what'll end up happening for you, and it's starting to happen to me, but what'll end up happening is that you'll sign a client and you'll produce them little to no results, and for a while you'll be stuck with that client, and then 6 months go by and you'll sign a new client, and the same cycle will repeat because your time and energy is spent elsewhere. Think about it. If you have a morning class, or if you have any class in general, but especially like in the morning class where you're supposed to be doing deep work when your brain is the most fresh after resting all night, and you instead spend that time on a class rather than your business, what's gonna grow more? The class, not your business. And so when I was in college and I had these morning classes and I tried to do work after these morning classes, my brain would just end up having a brain fart because I wasn't able to focus on what I needed to focus on inside of my business. Because the main deep, freshest thoughts in my brain of the day went to something else and someone else rather than my own vision and purpose, right? So what I'm really trying to drill in your head here is, obviously, you have all of these other responsibilities right now if you're a beginner, right? I'm not telling you to be financially irresponsible. I'm not telling you to, do stupid shit. But what I am telling you is that once you start this path, and once you start to see maybe a little bit of light of glimmer inside of yourself, or on this path in general, you just have to burn all the bridges. Once you find that little tweak where it's like, oh fuck, I'm doing this and it's actually working, you'll find. But once you find that little glimmer, that little bit of product market fit where you send that email, you book that sales call, and you're like, holy fuck, it's actually working, or you get that positive response to that email or DM. What you need to do from there is you have to burn the bridges. Trust me, it will save you years and years of time, and it's the same reason why I was stuck under $10,000 a month. I didn't go all in. Another example of this is living with my parents. You see, I thought, okay, I'll live with my parents and, I'll save some money here and there. And granted, yes, that is true. But you see, what ends up happening is you live in a life full of comfort. Once you start making your first $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a month from your business, you should honestly just leave. You should go somewhere else. You should leave from your parents' house, because you won't have that safety net of, oh, they'll cover my rent, they'll cover my food, they'll cover my water, and if anything goes wrong, I always have them as backup. You absolutely are in the comfort zone if you stay in that way. For example, when I first moved to Miami, right, I found that in the first few weeks, that comfort zone was just gone. If I didn't perform, if I didn't make money, if I didn't actually work on my business, I wasn't even able to eat food. And so when you're in that mind state of, okay, well, fuck, if I don't perform, then I won't even have food or water for myself, then you'll, again, find a way to fucking make it happen, right? So, again, this is stuff that you've probably already heard. This is stuff that you're already familiar with because everybody says this, but I'm really trying to distill this in your mind because it holds a lot of people back. And to you, that one person who will probably take action after watching this video, I'm talking to you. You need to burn all the bridges and just go all in on your goals and dreams. You've had enough time of fucking around and going to parties or fucking around with girls or staying at your parents' house or staying at your fucking 9 to 5 that you hate, or even staying in college. You've had enough time of that, right? You've probably already tried running your business for the first 6 months, a year, whatever it may be, and you've seen marginal to no gains. You're stuck, right? You're stuck. I know this because I was stuck there. I was stuck at that 3 to 5K a month mark for literally over a year and a half, if not 2 years. And it's the worst shit in the world because you think you wake up every single day, you work your ass off, and you think you're making progress, but you look back at the end of the month and you're like, okay, well, fuck, I made the same money as last month, if not less. So the solution to that is to just spend 100% of your time, 100% of your time just on your business and working relentlessly on your goals. Because I promise you, if you've gotten that enough to the point where you've seen some progress, you've made your first $1,000, $2,000, whatever it may be, dollars, you have to go all in. You know it works. And it's just all up to you to take action on that goal and go chase and achieve whatever it is that you desire. So ladies and gentlemen, that is the point of this video. Again, this is stuff you've probably already heard. I'm not reinventing the wheel, but just truly, if you dedicate 100% of your energy and your will to achieving your goals and dreams, I promise you, you will make it happen. And if you are an agency owner or any type of B2B business and you want to learn how to do cold email at scale to book 10 to 20 calls a month, sign 2 to 3 clients every single month at least, with fully automated cold outbound AI emails, click the link in the description. I have a free school community with guides and templates and scripts that you can just copy and paste and take for yourself. Thank you all for watching. Hope you have a good one.